Hey everybody, this is Dominoes 7 here. Alright, so I talked all morning about Sally Ann Roberts on my show. Okay, so I mean, it brings tear to my eyes for Miss Sally Ann to retire, you know. Alright, so the show is over with and she has left the building. Okay. So I must say, folks, it was a nice run, you know. It was real nice, you know. I really enjoyed today's show, and Eyewitness Morning News would never be the same without Sally Ann, you know. Okay, but I watched Eyewitness Morning News since 1992 when I was a child. A long time ago, when I was a child, I only watched WDSU. You know, and then I watched the cartoons. But long ago, I was watching the cartoons when I started going to school. You know, like Bugs Bunny, the Flintstones and stuff like that. You know, but after that, I started watching Eyewitness Morning News. Yep. So I watched it from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. You know. And then I watched the cartoons, you know, after G.I. Joe or after Camp Candy or after Pink Panther or something like that. So anyway, actually, Camp Candy a long time ago was on during the Eyewitness Morning News, you know. But I would watch the Eyewitness Morning News and then watch cartoons like Bugs Bunny, watch Garfield and Friends or Sonic, you know, after the Eyewitness Morning News, you know. So I remember, I think it was 2004 when Regis and Kelly came on at 8 o'clock, and then Martha Stewart Living used to come on CBS before The Price is Right, you know. So Martha Stewart Living show was canceled, okay, and they kept showing reruns of Martha Stewart Living, you know, and then they announced, Regis and Kelly announced that they was gonna move from from 8 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock in the morning to make room for Eyewitness Morning News, you know. I remember that. I wish somebody would upload that part when Kelly Ripa said that, you know. Okay, because Regis Philbin was on the morning show that time, you know. Yep, I remember Regis Philbin. So he retired in 2011, you know, with Kelly Ripa, and then it was Michael Strahan, you know. So I'm still a little sad, you know. It was a bittersweet morning, you know. Yeah, it sure was a bittersweet morning, you know. We all gonna miss Miss Sally Ann, you know. I mean, I just can't stop mentioning her, you know. I mean, she is very, very amazing. Do y'all like that song? Amazing. I like that song, you know. So that's an amazing song right there to listen to, you know. All right. I mean, and I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Miss Sally Ann Roberts came to my elementary school in 1997. Stuart R. Bradley. Okay. So, you know something? Robin Roberts, you know, I enjoy her, but I watch Good Morning America sometime, but I never used to watch it as much. I watched Robin Roberts when I was in New Iberia, you know. I was living in New Iberia before I came back to New Orleans, you know, and I was very happy that Sally Ann Roberts was still on Channel 4 when I came back, you know. So I'm gonna let y'all know, I wasn't watching Eyewitness Morning News when Sally Ann was off. When I came to visit, she was off, you know. And then Sally Ann returned to the Eyewitness Morning News when I was getting ready to leave town, you know. I was like, oh man, I can't believe Sally Ann came back when I'm getting ready to leave, you know. So I watched a little bit of it, but I had to leave because my train was going to leave at that certain time, you know. And then got to New Iberia, relaxed, okay. And you know, she worked with amazing people over the years, you know. I mean, very close with Frank Davis, you know. I could see the look in her eyes that she was very cool with Don Westbrook, okay? I mean, let me tell y'all something. I mean, I could sense when somebody feel comfortable with somebody, you know. I mean, when she clapped her hands like this and did this while she was talking, and then, I mean, let me tell y'all something. I want to let y'all know something. I never known Don Westbrook in my life, you know, but I only known Don Westbrook when he was on the news, okay, on Channel 4, okay, and I want to tell y'all something. Don Westbrook loved Sally Ann Roberts, you know. The way I think about it, I think that Sally Ann Roberts was Don Westbrook's favorite person to work with, you know. I'm gonna let y'all know something. How I know? Cause I know, okay. I know what I'm talking about, okay. Cause you know, every day Don Westbrook was always happy to work with Sally Ann Roberts, you know, and Meg Ferris, she was elated. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm letting y'all know right now. Meg Ferris, she was elated to work with Sally Ann Roberts, substitute for Eric Paulson, you know. Yes, indeed, that was amazing, and I want to tell y'all what she said, something nice that Sally Ann said, and then Meg said, "That's wonderful, Sally Ann." I remember that. Yes, indeed, I remember that. Okay, I remember that real good. Okay, can't tell me what I don't know, cause when I may be a little slow. But sometimes I have a good memory, you know, but I am a little slow. Okay? All right. I got to catch my breath. All right. I'm going to give myself a moment. Okay. All right. Maybe young and old, but running the mouth sometimes can tire you out, you know. So anyway, sometimes I gotta relax, you know. I've been over picking things up. I can't pick up heavy stuff, you know. Some things I can do, some things I can't do, you know. I can't push things around like talking about it. I can't pick up heavy stuff, you know. But me watching Sally Ann Roberts all these years, you know, I did great watching her all these years, you know. I really enjoyed watching her, you know. Brings a tear to my eyes, you know. Yep. Almost like watching them Shirley Temple movies, you know. And then watching Shirley Temple, and then she passed away years ago, you know. I enjoy Shirley Temple though, you know. Watch Sally Ann Roberts on Our Generation, you know. I wish she would have did the 504 as substitute for Melanie Hebert or substitute for Sheba Turk, you know. All right, but Mike Hoss substituted for Melanie Hebert when she was on a maternity leave. Well, no, they started the 504 after that. I'm tripping, you know. So Sheba Turk doing a good job on the 504, you know. Yes, indeed, you know. And you know something? I want to let y'all know something. I wish I could watch all y'all news channels in other cities, you know, like Nashville, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, Dallas, Texas. But I did watch news in Dallas, Texas, like CBS 11, ABC 8. I forgot the name of that station. The ABC station, you know. I also remember Fox 4, okay, and NBC 5, you know. I'm not familiar with Dallas though. I'm a little bit familiar with KLFY and KADN, KATC, and places like that, you know, and WVLA. Yep, I'm familiar with all that though, you know. Yep, I was living in New Iberia at the time. Stations in Lafayette and Lake Charles and stuff like that, you know. I want to know about them news anchors out there, you know, all y'all, you know, because I love watching y'all news anchors anchor the news and stuff like that, and the weathermen, okay. You know something? On one of my shows, I was very upset with the weatherman when they was talking about there's gonna have rain out there in New Iberia. You know, I wanted to film in the rain so I could do the weather and walk around while it was storming outside. You know, that's what I wanted to do. You know, so if it rained out here for the summertime, I'm gonna do my show in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Because I love rainy days, you know, in the summertime, not in the winter time, because, you know, I get freezing cold. And I also done my show in the snow, you know, when it snowed out here. You know, I hate the snow. I'm sorry to say, you know, it rarely snow in New Orleans, Louisiana, period. You know. All right, so. It snowed for Christmas Day in 2004. You know, it was magical. You know, yep. Been here throughout the snow and stuff like that. Miss Sally Ann Roberts, you're gonna be truly missed. Okay. All right. So, and I want to say thank you for so many years. I should have did my video. Y'all probably would have filmed showed my video on Eyewitness Morning News. You know, starting tomorrow, it will never be the same. You know, take my glasses off. Starting tomorrow, it will never be the same without Miss Sally Ann Roberts. You know, I mean, it would never be the same. You know. I am very sad but happy at the same time, you know, watching after all these years. But at least my mom is still here, you know. She enjoyed Eyewitness Morning News a long time ago. I don't know why she stopped watching it, you know. Okay. But the way I think about it, I really enjoyed Miss Sally Ann, you know. I really do, you know. Thank her so much for the positive talking and stuff like that. And shout out to her family, her sisters, her children, and her grandchildren. Shout out to her husband, Mr. Ryan. Okay, yes indeed. And Mr. Ryan, if you watching this, you are a blessed man. You know, God is good all the time. You know, yes indeed. I am very happy for you. Okay. Yes, indeed, you know. So Frank Davis would have been honored to join the party, you know. Frank Davis, if Don Westbrook was still here, you know, if Frank Davis was still here, they would have been here, you know. I kept saying that word be slipping out, you know. So I want to tell y'all something. Frank Davis enjoyed Sally Ann, you know. I mean, I'm telling y'all right now, Frank Davis enjoyed having Sally Ann in this company, you know. Because I could tell by the look on his face, you know. I had to mention Frank Davis, you know. He was my favorite person, you know. When that crowd used to walk on the screen, what's cooking? And pass again, what's cooking? Well, for some of you people that live out of town, y'all don't know nothing about this. I'm talking about people from other towns, you know. But if you're from New Orleans, you know about it, you know. Yes, indeed, though, you know. It was lots of fun, you know. In the old days, my childhood and stuff like that. The only thing I can remember playing games like this, okay. All right. And playing games like this, okay? And I gotta pick up my games. I have games almost everywhere, you know. Put them in bins and stuff, okay? All right. And I want to let y'all know something. Miss Sally Ann Roberts been doing Channel 4 News before something like this came out, but Atara was probably already released, okay? Atara was probably already released. Well, hey, you know something? I missed out on this morning's news playing Super Mario Brothers 3, but this is Super Mario Brothers 1/Duck Hunt. Okay. So I apologize. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. Well, I was talking about I apologize to Miss Sally Ann and Mr. Eric Paulson for missing the news to play these and watch Nickelodeon, you know. So, I mean, I really enjoyed watching Channel 4 with Miss Sally Ann Roberts, you know. And thanks to Angela Hill for discovering Miss Sally Ann, you know. This is what I play, you know. This is my favorite game of all times, but I've been playing this game too much, and I won this game about almost 20,000 times, you know. If it weren't for my cousin Buck, you know, if it weren't for my cousin Buck, I would have, you know, just, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be garbage in that game, you know. Yep. So anyway, but I must say, if my grandmother was still alive, you know, yep, she would have definitely been aware of it. If my great grandmother, my grandmother Dolores' mom, my grandmother Dolly, she watched the Eyewitness Morning News every day. You know what I'm saying? From a long time ago when they first started. You know what I'm saying? She been watching the Eyewitness Morning News. You know, I'm telling y'all right now, she enjoyed watching Sally Ann. You know, so and you know she loved Oprah Winfrey. You know, so I hope y'all. All right, gotta catch my breath again. I hope y'all enjoyed Sally Ann, you know. And my grandmother watched Channel 4 all day, you know. And then watched The Young and the Restless, you know. Okay? Yeah, you know. So that's all I gotta say, you know. I'll talk about Miss Sally Ann tomorrow, okay? If I have something else to say, I'll come back on the air. Okay? Bye-bye.